Wolf Gang, where you at, man?
Yes, this is Set in the West. Wolfgang Amadeus. I'm just doing it like I normally do. Welcome to the set. I'm gonna give y'all some exclusive information in regards to what's going on with the Karen Bass and the cash program that she is proposing to give cash to these immigrants. So, if you guys do not know, since the ICE raids, the mayor of Los Angeles, Mayor Karen Bass, she announced a plan to give direct cash assistance to immigrant families impacted by recent federal immigration raids, right? So the assistance will be distributed via cards. And it's not through the city. It's going to be funded through philanthropic organizations. So the program basically is to help families who have lost income or are unable to work due to fear of arrest or deportation. Now, let me break it down to you like this. Karen Bass, a lot of people do not know that she has roots in Cuba. Nothing against Cubans, nothing against Cuba. I've been to Cuba. I love Cuba. In fact, there's a program where if you're black or Latin and you're from the United States, you can go to Cuba and get basically a medical degree for free. It's not honored in the United States, but Cuban doctors are globally sought after, in case you don't know. So y'all got to peep the play here. Karen Bass is still looking out for her own interest. You know, you look at it like, well, why isn't she saying anything for black residents? Because, you know, in California, there was this task force. It was to look into giving out reparations for blacks in the state. And a lot of people were up in arms about that. You know what I'm saying? I think Karen Bass was one of the ones behind it or whatever. But overall, most Latinos, they were against it. They were totally against it. But this situation here, I guess it's a little bit different. You got this organization called Chirala. What is it? Coalition for Humane Immigrant Rights of Los Angeles. So they're working with these philanthropist organizations so they can distribute cash cards to individuals. Well, my first name is Latin, so I'm about to go and see if I can get what I can get too. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm tired of people sitting over here, you know, just grifting. I'll just keep it a buck. I'm gonna go ahead and have my hand out too. Like, yeah, I was affected. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's keep it a buck. All right, look. Historically, blacks have been disproportionately hindered in LA, and this goes back to the 1930s up into the 60s. The redlining and racial covenants. So there was housing discrimination and displacement. There still are housing discrimination and displacement going on right now. Even with the constructions of the 10 freeway, the 110, the 5, and even the 105, it cut directly through black neighborhoods, disrupting social networks, increasing population, depressing property values. There's been economic divestment, bank redlining. I'm going to talk about that later in the week. I have footage of what I saw after the riots, the 92 riots, the riots that they were just talking about with the immigrant. That was no damn riots. I'm gonna show y'all a riot, but I'm gonna talk about the bank redlining that happened. Pretty much, it pretty much was going on throughout LA, but especially I'm going to speak on from the 90s up until now, where markets forced to move people into loft conversions, property values and the rent soared in Leimert Park, Baldwin Hills, and it pushed out a lot of black-owned businesses. We're going to talk about the over policing and under protection. Talking about that during the riots and in the 1965 riots. Education inequalities, you know what I'm saying? A lot of schools in South LA that were mainly black, like Hyde Park at one time, Hyde Park Elementary. Fewer experienced teachers, lagging facilities, the school to prison pipeline. I'll also just talk about environmental helps. All right, let's just keep it a buck. Lack of green spaces, lack of grocery stores in South LA, the cancer alley, you know, between the freeways and these industrial zones where a lot of chronic illness, you know, spread from or come out of, rise out of. The wealth barrier. We could talk about the predatory lending and subprime mortgages that happen, the health crisis, and the access to health, the lack of access to health. We could go back to the C-19, even before that. I mean, if you're gonna give out something, Karen Bass, give it to us. Don't just make it that's just me. I would say do not just make it an illegal immigrant thing. So that's why I said, what's up with Karen Bass giving cash to illegals? Again, I understand the dynamics too, because she's Cuban American, or her grandmother's Cuban. Like, a lot of people don't know that. I'm not spilling or giving no kind of like real tea like that. I don't spill fucking tea. I spit facts. What I'm talking about though is a lot of people don't understand the dynamics, and they don't understand. I met Karen Bass a few times. Work at a radio station, met her there, and even before that, I think I was doing Lyft in maybe like 2016, and I actually picked her up, and I'm like, "You're Karen Bass," and she's like, "Yeah." Karen Bass is a sweet woman, very cool. You know, I did I vote for her? I think I voted for her. I voted for her. Yeah, she pretty much got into politics after 2005, but before that, she's always been in the civil rights like protest and in and out of LA. She has a nonprofit organization, that community coalition, that popped off after the riots. Got rid of a lot of liquor stores and low rent motels in the neighborhoods, removing cigarette and alcohol billboards from billboards near public schools. Karen Bass is actually a real community activist, and she's the second black mayor. You understand? And I'm gonna throw in the Cuban thing, because she actually had a program that God, I can't even find the name of that damn program, but she had a program that had a connection to Cuba. I'll find it, but right now I'm just letting y'all know she's playing political chess. I'll just say it like that. Blacks are not the powerhouse, the voting block, like we're not the voting powerhouse, the voting block like we had, not like in LA anymore. So she's playing up on this whole thing where, I'll keep it a buck, they're illegal because they're illegal. You know what I'm saying? But she's playing she's playing up on some stuff. Not mad at her, but I'm mad at her. I'll say it like that, because I'm like, yo, the people who really made this city what the city is should really be reaping the benefits, and there shouldn't be any type of y'all heard everything that I laid out, the economic redlining, the stuff. I mean, come on, man. I don't want to get too deep because I don't want to piss a few people off, but I'm ready to go there. You gon' really get me to say something. But I understand where you're coming from, Mayor Bass, but I don't understand where you're coming from. If it's gonna be one make sure you take care of all of us. But again, it's cool. We don't need to beg or do anything like that. If you are placating to the illegal immigrant community, then let's see how that's going to work out when it comes to re-election. Yeah, she's the second black mayor of LA. The first one was Tom Bradley, and before Tom Bradley left, there was the 92 riots, and that left a stain on his legacy. Yeah, we'll see if this will leave a stain on her legacy. I mean, she's gonna be here for a quick little minute, but yeah, I don't know if she'll get reelected if she keeps up with this type of situation, because she did go out to MacArthur Park, stopped the meeting that she was doing, and told the feds to leave, and said it was un-American to have federal agents come to a park and kick down and do this and that or whatever. And I got what she's saying, but yeah, man, you know, there's a mayor is supposed to serve its citizens and not agendas. But I'm like I said, I'm really not trying to play politics here. I really don't want to play the politics. But what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. I'm gonna dig a little deeper into this. I will do a video later in the week about what I saw during the riots. You will actually see video of what it is that I saw during the riots, and I'm gonna give y'all the whole rundown. I hope y'all tune in. This is Set in the West. I'm out of here. Peace.
Wolfgang, where you at, man?